So I try to do a new video every week with what's new this week at the Bead Destashery. Sometimes the category is so awesome and big it needs its own video. And so we're looking at kits, right? Jewelry kits. The majority from the Bead Factory, and some not, but there are 50 kits, 30 different designs. So I have multiples of quite a few of them with different color choices, which is fabulous. So I'm going to try to just go through kind of what we have here real quickly. You're going to see me reach in front of the camera. Sorry, can't help it. I want to be able to show you designs and some things close up. And because everything is like in plastic packaging, I try really hard not to get it right in the light, so that's all you see. Now, some of the kits do not have like a header card, a picture and things. So, but I'm going to find the original photos or instructions and print those off to go with them. Oftentimes, kits are purchased after a class. So if you're taking a class for that design, and then after class you purchase other colors, they're not always going to include other copies of the handout, right, that you got at class. You're just picking other kits in different colors. So that's what that is. So let's go through some of these. I'm just going to go right to left, I guess. And I'm sorry about the plasticky noise. And I have a sample, a few of these, quite a few of them, but not all of them, for sure. This little filigree goddess piece was so lovely. She uses that component, and the beads are woven with a bunch of the chain and stuff here. And so online, when I send the email out, I'll have the original photos so you can see them better. But that's a gorgeous necklace. And then there is a Crystal Connections. This was a very popular project, right? We sold it all the time in different color stories. Here she is in our Christmas color story, right? It's a 30-inch long little wrap with a decorative clasp focal. This one is Valentine's Day palette, so that's fun. And then there's a Hidden Gems, which was another very popular kit that I sold a lot of, and I know it's hard to see here, but this is a fantastic palette. So this is what she looks like in general, right? It's always been a beautiful palette or color mix using our precious palettes, which has a lot of gemstones and pearls and crystals in a multi-strand bracelet, or you could make it into a necklace by, instead of putting the clasp here, you can do this in the front and attach chain on the side and then do the clasp in back. So it's a very beautiful little project. And this one, and I know it's hard to see it, but these are going to be in the shop. I'm only going to put them online if I have, some left over. So you'll want to come in the store this weekend to get the best selection. But this is a fantastic, gorgeous palette. I don't know when it was purchased, but it's actually the palette that's the project that's pictured here. So it's moonstone and amethyst and rose quartz and garnet and just so many beautiful pearls and gemstones. It's a very, very lovely palette. So that one is available. And, I'm not going to quote prices here. They're going to be whatever price they were when I put them out originally. And, then we may do something 20% off or something like that to premiere them. We'll see. Okay. This is our Lariat raining chains. Yeah. So she's raining chains. This is, selling most of our samples when we closed, but this had always been one of my favorites. I just love her very much. I just love the tassels. It's the rhinestone chain and ball chain, and it's a gorgeous, just beautiful, beautiful piece. So That's my gold one. And then this kit is a silver one with silver and the gunmetal and a magic blue as the crystal. So that's really cool. I was very excited to see that project. Then let's do this one. Where is that kit? Oh, here. So our gemstones cluster bracelet. I love these little bracelets. It's just leather with the little clusters of, these ones have moonstone in them. They're just really darling. And I love these clasps and these little bracelets, or you could make it into a necklace. Very pretty. This one is the black one. And with the black cord and black stones. So very pretty. Then our beautiful bling bracelet kit was a very, very popular class and kit. And there are two of them here, right? She looks like this. Very gorgeous. Just always just one of my very favorite pieces. The kits here that we have, one is in the silver and the white, like the one I just showed you, and then one in the black and the gold. It's just a classic, beautiful piece. And they don't make this chain anymore. So, and maybe there's another design possible, but never again this exact one. Then we have our Cartier cuff, which was also one of my very favorite projects from when we had the Lakewood store in our Little Druid Design Center. This was a version of a cuff that was a Cartier during that time. And this is the one with the gold and silver. This is the original one. She's so pretty with the magnet clasp. So there are 6 of these, I think. 5 or 6, I think 6. So in just about every imaginable combination, I think we have. So gold, gunmetal. You know, when you love a color, you love a color. Gold, silver, silver, which was probably the most popular one. Gunmetal silver. So all the colors here. And also these were made, or these kits are from when we first taught the class in Lakewood. And so all of these have the, not all of them, I guess most of them though, it's hard to see, have the needle on the end of the ball chain is soldered on, I think on 4 of them. And so that's when Mark was soldering the little wire on the end of the ball chain for you, which makes it a lot easier. But so there's 6 of those. And then, let's see, we'll keep going with our Silken Sparkles Lariat, right? The kit here is for the blue. Here's the blue, right? She's a beautiful lariat. That was also a very, very popular kit. So there's one of those. And let me do, and there's, of course, a handful here that are not from my shop. But let's keep going with the ones that are. So those are the ones I have samples for, more or less. But here's Buds in Bloom, right? She looked like that. And I'll have better photos up when I send the email out. But that was a gorgeous piece. And it's our Pearl Party necklace, also really fun one. And I went through all these kits and made sure all the components were there. I changed out anything that was tarnished or, you know, sometimes I didn't like the color. I made a little switch. This was a beautiful necklace. It's just our beading chain float, but this one has, it's fantastic. It has a little rhinestone balls, and you can't see it, but tons of crystal rondelles. These are very expensive beads. These little, right, it's $38 kit, but they have the little check crystals inset in the disco balls, right? And then are glass pearls and crystals, and she's pretty. Like, that's a gorgeous palette. And this is also going to be tricky to see, but it's so pretty. These are freshwater pearls. These are Linked Perfection, which has crystals and freshwater pearls and gold wire and so linked together. And then there is quite a few earring kits as well. So I'll swing out one, and I'll get pictures for all these other ones. This is a necklace. But there's tons of really darling little earring kits. I have a couple of these with the crystal. I love these too. This, I know it's really impossible to tell, but I'll have a picture up for it. These are green onyx drops with a gold-filled ring and dangles. I love that earring so much. I miss it. And then I have a handful of other ones that, again, need their little, like, what we call it, the header card. But this multi-strand bracelet. I have a couple chain Kumihimo bracelet kits. Gorgeous. This is a multi-strand leather and crystal piece. And then I have two of this color collection bracelet where all the packages were numbered, right? That's the order you make the strands in and how long to make them. It was a really beautiful bracelet, really fun project. So I'll print out the photos and instructions for those. And then as far as other ones that I also went through, there's a couple other seed bead kits here for Indibelli, and this must be peyote. And there's a little Viking knit kit that has the tool and everything. And then a couple other seed beading kits here that are lovely. And then there's, I don't know exactly what to call this, but this has the heavy wire and the crimps. I don't know if you can see it, but it makes this cuff. And then it doesn't include the pearls, so I guess you're gonna wire wrap, whatever you want on there, depending on how big your bead is. So whether it's a gemstone or a crystal or pearl or whatever. But this makes the form and has the little crimps and things in there. And there were two colors, the bronze and the like gold, in 3 different sizes, and as 2 kits. So I broke them up into individual ones. So there's 3 in the gold and 3 in the glass. And then I'll make more copies of those instructions as well. But that is our line of kits. And I think there might be a couple more. I'm still trying to replace a few things. I get it that people, it's your kit, but like here's this, I love this like it's a wrap, but some of the pieces were pilfered out of here, which I get it, I understand. It's your kit. But so I have to try to go find more of that bead or something that's gonna work in that color story. So, but again, that's the beauty of, I'm gonna go, I went through all these already just to make sure they already had everything, replaced anything that needed to be replaced. And so you've got just a fantastic kit here. And so it's a great chance to get these because I don't see myself offering the majority of these again. So thanks so much for watching, and come in the store to find these this weekend. And then possibly after that, I might put some of them online. We'll see. Okay. Cheers. Sparkle brightly. Mwah.